Attaboy, Rhys. Yo, what is going on, everybody? Welcome to the Phillies Hot Seat Videocast, and today we're going to be recapping this afternoon's game between the Philadelphia Phillies and the Atlanta Braves, as the Phillies took down the Braves by a final score of 4-1 as they win the series against the Braves, and they are currently riding a 5-game winning streak. This is the last 5-game winning streak that we've seen out of the Phillies since July 31st, 2018. That lasted from July 31st to August 5th of 2018. And so we did not have a 5-game winning streak in 2019. Obviously, I talked about that a few weeks ago. Shows what a pathetic baseball team we were last year. As the Phillies make it back to 500. As we are going to try to go for the sweep tomorrow and get a game over 500 for the first time this season. Now, guys, before we get into this video, please subscribe if you haven't yet. Please turn on the notification bell. Please like this video, comment on this video, share this video, and let's get into this. Rhys Hoskins with a nice 3-for-4 day. A home run to center field, a 3-run shot. He also hit a double. That almost was a home run. Almost reminded me of the JT Realmuto home run in Washington. Bryce Harper, getting a nice double down the left field line. Hit a screamer to center field. A nice catch by Ronald Acuna Jr., who jumped up and robbed Harper of a hit. Obviously, Harper was upset when obviously there was a rain delay and the tarp was put on the field. And he was upset, like looking at the people, like, you can't let me finish my at bat. And he was like throwing his arms up in the air. Like, I don't blame him. I mean, like, let the guy finish his at bat. It's ridiculous. I mean, like, come on. I don't blame Bryce for being upset there. Ridiculous. Let the guy finish his at bat. I mean, come on, people. Come on. Zach Eflin. I mean, he part of his best appearance of 2020, best outing by far. This is obviously on Fox Sports, national televised game. And boy, do we put on a show as we win the series against the Braves. Finally. This win really felt good. So let's pick it up in the bottom of the first inning. Bryce Harper hits a sacrifice fly to left field. And Andrew McCutchen scores from third base. And it is now a 1-0 Phillies lead. Then we jump ahead in the bottom of the fifth inning. Rhys Hoskins, the big fella, hits his 4th home run of the season to center field. 3-run shot that scores Knapp and McCutchen as well. And it is now a 4-0 Phillies lead. Rhys Hoskins, ladies and gentlemen, I think the long-awaited words that you'd like to hear out of Luke's mouth. Here we go. Rhys Hoskins is out of his slump. Yes, I just said it. He is out of his slump. He has showed that he has gotten out of it. He's played on a consistent level over these past, 15 games, 15 to 20 games. He has played on a consistent level. And he's starting to play better. A lot better. I mean, this is looking like the Hoskins from, early 2019. I mean, he's hitting for power. When Hoskins hits for power, that's when he's good. He is starting to be Rhys Hoskins. This is the Rhys Hoskins that we know, ladies and gentlemen. This is the Rhys Hoskins that we know, and this is the Rhys Hoskins that could be Rhys Hoskins. He has it in him. This is what he can do. I understand he's streaky, but he worked his way out of a slump. And you got to say, slumps are part of the game. He worked hard. He did, and I knocked him a little bit yesterday, kind of had a rough day, but obviously everybody has a rough day. He only went 0 for 3 last night, but if you really combine what he's done over the past over 15 games, he is out of this slump. I mean, he has showed that he has gotten out of it. So as I said, when he starts hitting home runs, that's when Hoskins is going good. So Rhys, big fella, coming through for us with that big 3-run home run, man. Keep doing what you're doing. He almost went yard twice. I mean, obviously that double he hit. The center field, it bounced off the wall. Almost was like, as I said earlier, the JT Realmuto home run in Washington all over again. Am I right? But Hoskins, keep doing your thing, man. It's awesome. I love it. Just keep doing your thing. I mean, if we can get, obviously, Harper, even though he's slumping, I'll get to this later, but top 6 as Juan Camargo hits a home run to right field, his 4th home run of the season, and it's now a 4-1 ball game. And guys, that's your final score. 4-1, your final score. As Zach Eflin goes out there and pitches a good game for us. The bullpen did its job. Our bullpen has been good recently. I mean, come on. It's better than it was. Obviously, we need Jose Alvarez back. We'll talk about that later. We'll kind of talk about Dave Robertson as well. Andrew McCutchen, this continues to have a hot stretch as he goes 2 for 4 today. The 2 runs scored and 1 strikeout. He has got his average up to 275. Kutch, keep doing your thing, man. Obviously scored on the Harper sacrifice fly. And the Hoskins homer as well. Rhys Hoskins, 3 for 4. 1 run scored, 3 RBI. He's doing great, man. I love to see it. Guys, average up to 239. Guys, he was hitting like 111 at one point. And he's now hitting 239. We got to give him a round. Congrats. I'm so happy for him. This is so good for his confidence. Bryce Harper, 1 for 3. 1 RBI, obviously got the sacrifice fly. The funny thing with Bryce Harper is he's slumping a little bit, right? He's obviously, his average has dropped a little bit. He is slumping. But the amazing thing that I find out of this slump is that he's still making contact. I was thinking about this today. He's still hitting the ball hard. He's not striking out that much. I understand he's going to have a lot less strikeouts than he did last year, obviously, since we're only playing a third of the regular season. So obviously that's a given. But really what matters is the strikeout rate. You got to look at the strikeout rate. And if you do look at the strikeout rate, you will see that his strikeout rate is way lower than it was last year. So keep it up, Bryce. Obviously, hopefully the hard hit balls that he's getting are obviously going to find some green, not go right into the glove, but like it has been. But I always tell you, man, he's always the victim of a good play, and he was a victim of a good play today by Ronald Acuna Jr. And he made a great catch. So Harper 1 for 3 today, in the midst of a slump, but he's still making contact. He's not striking out that much. He used to strike out like every other at bat last year. I'm being a little over dramatic, but you guys know what I'm saying, right? So he looks like a different player. Obviously the hair is nuts, but we'll talk about that. JT 0 for 2 today. Still best catcher in baseball. He's cooled off a little bit. Didi Gregorius 0 for 4. Had a rough day today. Gene Segura went 1 for 4 today. With a strikeout. He's doing better than he was. I will give him that. Alec Boehm, rough day today. 0 for 4. Strikeout. So yeah, he's struggling a little bit. Another guy, he's hitting the ball pretty hard, but he's still making contact. Andrew Knapp 0 for 1, 1 run scored, 2 walks. Andrew Knapp looks like a totally different player than last year. Am I wrong? He looks so good. Definitely a very good backup catcher for us so far this year. Very, very good. As Adam Hazlett goes 0 for 1 today, as he got the start in center field, but didn't really do that much. Phil Gosselin came in a pinch hit. He went 0 for 1. Hazley, it's a shame he only got 1 at bat, but as Zach Eflin goes 7 innings, 4 hits, 1 earned run in, 8 strikeouts. Zach Eflin. Zach going out there and pitches a good game for us. Gets his ERA down to 4.10. Good job by Zach Eflin. He seems to pitch well against the Braves. I really do. I know he had a horrible outing last year against the Braves in July. Remember that? I'll never forget that. I think it's when we wore those all maroon uniforms. Remember that? I was in Florida when that happened. That was one of the worst outings I think I've seen out of Zach Eflin. But in recent past, he's done pretty well against the Braves. So gets the win, 2-1 now in the year, 7 innings, 4 hits, 1 earned run, and 8 strikeouts. Great. Hector Neris, a nice clean inning. As that was really, really nice to see. Hector Neris does look a lot better. As Brandon Workman goes an inning, 1 hit, 1 walk, and 1 strikeout. Obviously gets to save his seventh of the season. As that's your ball game. 4-1 your final score. The bullpen did its job. Obviously Zach Eflin did go 7 innings, so it was only 2 innings of relief for our bullpen. Obviously Neris and Workman, they both got the job done. As hopefully Workman does look a little bit better. he was really struggling with his command, obviously, in that game against Washington. And so does Neris. He looks better too. So great win, guys. Rhys Hoskins, your Phillies Hospital player of the game. I'm giving it to Rhys Hoskins. Then Zach Eflin too. Zach Eflin had a great game. 7 innings to 4 hits, 1 earned run, 8 strikeouts. I don't know. I'm struggling to decide. Hoskins or Eflin. They both played very, very well today for the Phillies. Obviously, it was a 1-15 start as we win the series against the Atlanta Braves. As we take on the Atlanta Braves, the finale game, 7:08, your first pitch tomorrow. As Yuan is on the mound for Atlanta, he has no record this year with a 4.32 ERA, and we got Jake Arrieta 2-3 with a 4.32 ERA. As Arrieta will go out there and hopefully he can pitch as a good game. I don't know, man. You never know with Jake Arrieta. But talk a little bit about some news here. David Robertson, obviously we all know who David Robertson is, right? Of course, his season's over as he will not throw for another 6 weeks. Obviously, he had Tommy John surgery. He's been trying to return from Tommy John surgery, and unfortunately, this marks the end of his tenure with the Phillies. Disappointing, man. I mean, like when we first signed this guy was so healthy. His regular, like his whole career, and of course we sign him, and then he has like all these injuries. Like, it's just so frustrating. Another guy, yet again, I'm gonna say it again, like another guy who, like, I'm upset that, like, he didn't get to play that much. But I gotta say, it's obviously not his fault, really. I mean, he got hurt. There's not much he could really do about that. I mean, it's just I don't really blame this on Clentak. Like this signing. I mean, like, I don't really blame this on Clentak. I mean, like, it is what it is. I mean, like, he signed a healthy reliever. At least we thought he was going to be healthy, and he was healthy pretty much his whole career. And of course, we sign him, and then he gets all these injuries. It's just a typical Phillies thing. So I don't really blame that on Clentak, but very, very disappointing. I mean, maybe we could bring him back on a cheap one-year deal, possibly. I would like to see that. I mean, we could probably get him pretty cheap, I like to maybe consider that, but who knows, man. Who knows? But it would have been interesting to see if he wouldn't have gotten hurt, what would have happened to our bullpen, even last year and even this year as well. So, just want to talk a little bit about that. Again, I'm so disappointed about that. It's really a shame about David Robertson. Just think about this. We've paid him $2 million an appearance. Think about this. So he only had 7 appearances in a Phillies uniform. Isn't that sad? I mean, like, we signed him on a 2-year deal, only 7 appearances, and he went 0-1 with a 5.40 ERA. So, like, it's one of those things, man. It's frustrating, and it really is frustrating, and it's just a shame. It's really, really a shame, and hopefully, as I said, maybe we bring it back on a cheap 1-year deal, but it is what it is. We can't go back and change anything. It is what it is. We cannot change it. So we just got to just accept it and realize that it's just part of the game. Things like that happen all the time. So it's not the end of the world. So the Phillies wore, before we go, the Phillies wore 42 again today. And obviously Chadwick Boseman, actor who played in 42 and Black Panther as well, unfortunately passed away yesterday due to colon cancer. So my deepest condolences. Obviously that's sad. 42 is one of my favorite movies. Not just baseball movies, it's one of my favorite movies ever. I love that movie. Such a great story and such a great, I love baseball history, and obviously that was awesome. So, yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Please subscribe if you have not yet. Please turn on the notification bell. Please like this video, comment on this video, share this video. Please check out the social media link in the description section at Phillies Hot Stove Instagram, Our Heart Fanatics Instagram. Call or text 267-225-3392. Email me, phillieshotstove@gmail.com. Thank you guys so much for watching. I am Luke, and I will talk to y'all later. Jake Arrieta on the mound tomorrow night. Go out there and pitch us a good game. Jake, 7:08 the first pitch. I am Luke, and I'll talk to y'all later. See you guys. Let's go Phillies.